Astria dreamt of Earth. She dreamt of blue skies and green fields. Astria had only ever known the inside of a spaceship. She was born on the journey to find a new home. Her parents told her stories of Earth. They said it was a paradise. Astria had shimmering silver skin. Her eyes were like pools of liquid gold. She had never met a human before. She longed to learn about their ways. She hoped that one day she could visit Earth. Astria wished to experience all the wonders her parents described. Astria's parents were scientists. They worked tirelessly on board the spaceship. They were searching for a planet that could sustain life. The journey had been long and arduous. Astria spent her days attending classes. She learned about astrophysics and alien languages. She excelled in her studies. Astria yearned for adventure. She wanted to explore the vast universe. She dreamt of discovering new worlds. Astria felt a fire within her. It was a yearning for something more than her confined existence. She knew there was a whole universe waiting to be explored. The spaceship was a marvel of technology. It housed thousands of people. It was a self-sustaining ecosystem. The ship was equipped with hydroponic gardens. It had recreation facilities and a school called Stellar High. Stellar High was no ordinary school. It catered to students from different alien races. The classrooms were equipped with holographic projectors. There were virtual reality simulators. These tools brought learning to life. Astria loved attending Stellar High. She enjoyed interacting with students from different backgrounds. She learned about their cultures and customs. One of Astria's favorite places on the spaceship was the observatory. It had a massive telescope. It provided breathtaking views of the cosmos. Astria would spend hours gazing at the stars. She felt a sense of wonder and awe. The universe seemed infinite and full of possibilities. Astria was popular among her peers. She was known for her intelligence and her kind heart. She was always willing to lend a helping hand. Astria was eager to make friends. She wanted to experience all that Stellar High had to offer. One day, Astria's life took an unexpected turn. She was in the school cafeteria. She was enjoying lunch with her friends. Suddenly, her gaze fell upon a boy she had never seen before. He was sitting at a table across the room. He was laughing with his friends. Astria felt an instant connection. The boy had a mop of messy brown hair and piercing blue eyes. He had a kind smile that illuminated his face. He wore the Stellar High uniform. It was a sleek silver jumpsuit with glowing blue trim. But on him it looked stylish. He exuded an aura of confidence and charisma. Astria couldn't help but stare. She felt her cheeks flush with warmth. Her heart skipped a beat. She had never felt this way about anyone before. She had to know who he was. She asked her friend Orion about him. Orion was a Zephyrian with shimmering blue scales and large, expressive eyes. He knew everything about everyone at Stellar High. "That's Ethan," Orion said. "He's new here. Just transferred from a spaceship that docked with ours a few days ago. I heard he's a brilliant engineer just like his parents." Astria was smitten. She had to find a way to talk to him. Astria decided to use her knowledge of alien languages to impress Ethan. She found out that Ethan was interested in learning about the Cygnus constellation. It was said to hold mystical powers. Astria spent hours researching ancient texts. She translated myths and legends associated with the constellation. She created a beautiful holographic presentation. It showcased her findings. She knew Ethan frequented the observatory after school. She planned to share her discovery with him. It was the perfect opportunity to break the ice. Astria waited nervously for Ethan to arrive. Ethan was impressed by Astria's presentation. He was amazed by her knowledge and passion. They spent hours talking about the stars. Astria discovered that they shared a love for space exploration. They were both fascinated by the unknown. Astria felt a connection with Ethan that she had never experienced before. Ethan was kind, intelligent, and funny. Astria found herself drawn to his warm personality. She spent every free moment thinking about him. She would replay their conversations in her mind. Astria couldn't deny her feelings. She had developed a serious crush on Ethan. Section 5, Zero Gravity Games. Astria decided to join the Zero Gravity Games. It was a popular school event. Students would compete in teams in a series of challenges. The challenges tested their agility, problem-solving skills, and teamwork. Ethan was captain of his team. Astria hoped that by joining his team she could spend more time with him. She could also prove that she was a valuable asset. Ethan welcomed Astria to the team. He had seen her dedication and intelligence during the observatory sessions. He knew she would be a great addition to the team. The zero-gravity games were exhilarating. Astria found herself relying on Ethan's quick thinking and leadership skills. They worked together seamlessly. They navigated through obstacle courses. They solved intricate puzzles. Astria felt a surge of pride every time their team won a challenge. During the games, Astria and Ethan grew closer. They shared moments of laughter and excitement. Astria cherished every interaction. She felt like she was getting to know the real Ethan. He wasn't just a handsome face. He was a true leader. He was a caring friend. During one of the zero-gravity games, disaster struck. A rogue asteroid field collided with the spaceship, causing a system malfunction. Astria and Ethan were separated from their team and trapped in a section of the spaceship that was about to be jettisoned into a nearby nebula. The nebula was a swirling mass of gas and dust, beautiful but dangerous. Astria and Ethan had to work together to find a way to escape before it was too late. They were surrounded by flashing lights and blaring alarms. Astria tried to remain calm, using her knowledge of the spaceship's systems to find a solution. Ethan's engineering skills proved invaluable as he managed to bypass the damaged control panel and initiate a manual override of the jettison sequence. They worked tirelessly, their hands brushing against each other as they typed commands into the console. Despite the dire situation, Astria felt a thrill course through her. She was alone with Ethan, working side by side. Time was running out. The nebula was getting closer. Astria and Ethan finally managed to reroute power to the emergency escape pod. They strapped themselves in just as the section of the spaceship was jettisoned, launching them into the swirling chaos of the nebula. Astria held her breath as the escape pod hurtled through the nebula, dodging glowing gas clouds and shimmering dust particles. The pod shook violently, and Astria couldn't help but worry. Would they make it out alive? She glanced over at Ethan, who was calm and collected, focused on piloting the escape pod through the treacherous nebula. His determination gave her hope. They emerged from the nebula battered but safe. They had made it. Astria felt an overwhelming sense of relief as she looked at Ethan, who was smiling, his eyes shining with exhilaration. In that moment she realized how much he meant to her. They had faced death together and come out stronger. She knew she couldn't keep her feelings a secret any longer. Astria decided to confess her feelings to Ethan. They were back on the spaceship, safe in the familiar surroundings of the observatory. Astria took a deep breath and turned to face Ethan, telling him that she had developed feelings for him. Ethan listened patiently, surprised by Astria's confession. He admitted that he had enjoyed spending time with her and admired her intelligence, her courage, and her kind heart. However, he didn't feel the same way about her. He saw her as a dear friend, a trusted confidant. Astria was heartbroken. She had poured her heart and soul into trying to win Ethan's affection, hoping that he felt the same way. She tried to hide her disappointment and congratulated Ethan on his victory in the zero-gravity games. Ethan sensed Astria's sadness and gently took her hand, giving it a reassuring squeeze. He told her that she was an extraordinary person and knew that she would find someone who would appreciate her for who she was. He promised to cherish their friendship. Astria was devastated, but she refused to let heartbreak break her spirit. She threw herself into her studies, excelling in her classes. She became captain of the Stellar High debate team and led them to victory in the intergalactic championships. Astria continued to explore the universe, making new friends and going on daring adventures. She discovered that life was full of surprises. Astria never forgot about Ethan, and they remained close friends, supporting each other's dreams. Astria realized that sometimes the greatest love stories weren't about romantic love. They were about the love between friends, the love between family, and the love for oneself. Astria embraced the unknown, knowing that the universe held endless possibilities. She was ready to face them all with a kind heart and an adventurous spirit.